What's up? Wake up. It is Monday morning, September 6th. Time to get you all caught up for Raid Shadow Legends. We have actually got a lot to get into on this one. Not only do we have the Roric fusion starting, we've got events coming, 10Xs. I'm going to get you the Fragment Summon Fusion Planner type thing and get the offers graded, talk about what's going on in game. We've got CVC, so a lot to catch up on, but I will get you in the know, so let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, here is the Roric Wormbane Fusion Planner. I know it's technically a fragment summon, but people typically call them a fusion just in general in these themes of events. So you've got the events, the tournaments, and then the dates up top of when they will be live. The boxes represent the amount of days that it will be going on. And then on the far bottom right, you can see that the fragments total up to 120, but there is 40 for finishing in the top of the tourneys. You can see right here in the tournament section, you will get a bonus for finishing up higher. And then right here, you can see the clan versus clan matches are going to be September 7th and September 21st. So basically right at the start of the Wormbane event and then right at the end of it. So it's going to basically be going on for about 2 weeks. And in terms of pulling shards for this thing, you can see under the events, on the Summon Rush, I put in parentheses, this weekend should be a 10x because we just had 2x Sacreds, and they typically go 2x, 10x, 2x, 10x. And then under the tournament, you can see right here the 2x Voids is what I anticipate coming up the next weekend because the rotation goes Ancient, Sacred, Void. We just had Sacreds, which means we should go 10x and then 2x for Voids. And I also do already have a full deep dive champion guide on Roric Wormbane, including the infographic right here for the champion to get you the full breakdown of the masteries I was using in that video. And yeah, I don't need to rehash all of that information, but I will try to remember to link right here to the actual guide, and I'll link to it down below if you want to watch it after this video and get the full context of how I feel about Roric Wormbane. But Plarium has also let us know behind the scenes that coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday, coinciding with the clan versus clan match that is going to be launching soon, you may have remembered that they have bumped up the totals for the bonus for summoning champions, especially new champions during CVC. So they're going to be kind of providing some sort of incentive here during CVC to pull shards. And the way this is going to work is that tomorrow on Tuesday, September 7th, they're going to be launching a 10x event for Cardial from Void Shards. And Cardial is a very solid champion. I do think he's a great champion to have on your account. Would I go crazy YOLOing Voids outside of a 2x? I think for 90-something% of you, it doesn't make sense to do so. Even though there's nothing wrong with Cardial as a champion, I so prefer pulling shards during a 2x if you can. I think that is better for the long-term shard value for your account progression. But then after that, the next day, Wednesday, September 8th, they are going to be launching a 10x for Sishia Flametongue out of Ancient and Sacred Shards. And Sishia is awesome as well. She's in some of the best spider teams that you can possibly build on some of those later stages that they've added to the spider dungeon past level 20. So she is also a great champion to have on your account. The problem is with these 10x's, you're not getting a buffed up chance to get a legendary, so it's extremely tough. Remember, your odds are about 1 legendary every 200 ancients because they're not going to be boosted during a 10x. Or for voids, it's the same thing, about 1 out of every 200 voids outside of a 2x. And they've added so many champions to the game that a 10x used to be a lot more impactful. Now, every legendary they add, it makes it harder and harder to be successful during a 10x. They almost need to change this stuff to being a guaranteed summoning banner like they did with Countess Lix and Helior, or bump these things up to like a 25x with how many legendaries and how many champions in general they have in the game. But there is nothing wrong with Cardial and Sishia. I have neither one, and I would love to have them on my account. I don't know that I can bring myself to YOLO a bunch of shards outside of a 2x with no guaranteed progression like there was for Countess Lix or Helior. So my general recommendation for most of you is probably to skip it and not go for the bait. But for some of you that are super endgame, maybe high spenders and specific champion targeting, then you know, I guess go for it and manage your account how you would like, because you're gonna have increased odds to get Cardio and Stishia Flame Tongue over the course of the next couple days here. And like I said, those events will obviously be kind of the incentive to YOLO shards during the clan versus clan match, which will be launching tomorrow. You can see the countdown clock up there. So good luck in your CVC matches. And if you're pulling shards, if you're getting new champions, you will be acquiring a lot more points than you used to. So they're trying to drive up some incentive to pull shards outside of just like the 2x events that I typically recommend you guys do. Then as we dive into the other stuff going on in the game right now, we've got a spider tournament live, and you can see here that this is part of the Roric fragment events going on. You've got the 1800 on the right side you're going to want to make sure to get to scoop up the 5 fragments there, and then keep an eye on your group to see if you can scoop up some realistic to acquire fragments for finishing here in the top 2. And then we've got an Ice Golem tournament. It doesn't look like it's going to be part of the Roric like fragment summoning event, and it could be pretty tough as this is going to be another faction locked event where you've only got options from the High Elves to clear the Ice Golem tournament. But the High Elves do have some pretty decent options for the Ice Golem. Obviously, Lysandra is just an S tier legendary in general. Arbiter with the revive, the turn meter boost, the attack up. Ethos, a great nuker. Yannica, a great damage dealer as well. You've got Tayrell and Royal Guard, 2 of the best epics in the game. Thanasil's not bad as a support. Vergis is very sturdy, and then you've even got some of the really good rares here. Apothecary and Reliquary Tender are 2 of the best support rares in the game. So it's not completely unrealistic to put together an Ice Golem team in the High Elves, but I can't see exactly how it's structured, so I can't tell you if it's going to make sense to go after this Ice Golem tournament or not. I would definitely be prioritizing the Roric fragments and keeping pace with those events going on in game. Then as we switch to the events tab, tomorrow there's going to be an artifact enhancement event that will be part of the Roric and also getting some CVC points as well. And then today, already live, we've got the Dungeon Divers ready to rock. You can see you're going to want to at least get to 3,050. I would go a little bit past the fragments. You always want to scoop up core hammers whenever you can get a hold of them. So at least get to the 3,050 to get your 10 core hammers and keep pace with your champion fragments. And since it is a Monday, do not forget that the arena reset just happened. You're going to want to make sure you get to your proper classic arena tier. And then also the Moth movement, Monday through Thursday, we all help each other go ahead and farm up the arena. So go through your defenses just like I did and set a bunch of level 1 champions. I like to just use legendaries because I know I'm not going to feed them or anything. So I won't mess up like the champions that I'm doing in my management in the tavern. I know I'm not going to be sacrificing Legos, so I just put a bunch of level 1 Legos for a total of really low power so that people know they can farm it up. Save that, and then we can all kind of go through Monday through Thursday, MO for Monday, TH for Thursday. We can all farm fragments together super easily in the tag team arena, and then on the weekends we can kind of fight and duke it out to either move up or maintain our rank. So let's take a look at the shop and see if there's anything worth going over. We've got a dungeon pack. If I remember right, this one grades out as decent. I'll plug this in so you know exactly what you're getting into. The energy of 300, 2 days of XP, and then we've got 750, and it's going to be 5 energy refills with 3 legendary tomes, a pretty general pack here of 2.15. So not amazing, but pretty good for high spenders because you get books and some general account utility there. Not a super recommend from me. This one's usually decent. We've got a bunch of the multi-battle attempts. Can't really plug those in. 700 energy and 12 energy refills. So it's a 1.83 worth about $8 without the multi-battles. So if the 150 multi-battles are worth like $2 to you, then I would say this one's really not that bad to go ahead and scoop up eventually, or especially to get some energy to grind up the events and tournaments going on for the fragment. The monthly pack grades out as about a 2.4, 2.5, so pretty solid. Can't really go wrong there. About a general account utility. The mini mix packs, we know the drill there. Unfortunately, they're not doing the 2-for-1s, the 101% extra. I really love those ones. And then we get the crit damage gear here for $25 is going to be a pass for me. So unfortunately, nothing super amazing, but these first 3 are mostly decent and not a bad time to scoop them up, I guess, if you're in the market to spend money on raid, because we are coinciding with CVC and also a Roric fragment event going on right now. Also, before I let you go, a quick reminder that today's reset, you may want to wait, like don't use your Faction Wars keys tonight after the reset. You may want to wait until the next day when the clan vs clan match is live. I know a lot of you make that mistake of missing out on a few thousand points that you could easily get by just waiting till the next day to run your Faction Wars crypts during the CVC. So it gets a little bit weird in terms of spending like your arena tokens, your tag team arena, your Faction Wars keys in that middle ground, like after the daily reset, but before the CVC launches. So just make sure you're helping out your team and kind of taking it easy tonight, and then wait until tomorrow when CVC is live so you can double dip as much as possible. So that is going to mostly do it for what I wanted to get covered here on Monday morning to get your raid week kicked off. I will link to this image down below so you can pull it up. I'll put it nice and easy to find in the pinned comment if you would like to have the Wormbane Fusion Planner resource to pull that up and take a look at it whenever you would like. And remember, I do have the dedicated video to go along with this guy and the graphic involved if you want the full breakdown of Roric Wormbane. And I will be live on Twitch right now for the next few hours. There will also be a link in the pinned comment. For about the next 2 or 3 hours, if you're watching this video right away, we'll be over on Twitch, hanging out with you guys, playing some raid and talking about everything going on. So would love to see you. But otherwise, don't forget to subscribe on your way out because we have got lots of giveaways coming up this week and also lots of resources to help you along the way and keeping pace with everything going on in raid. So as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.